Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Times, Great Movies. We are an 80s movie podcast where every other week we watch a different movie from that decade and then we talk about it. I'm one of your two hosts. My name is Dr. McCambridge, and with me, thankfully, Jamie, it's only 8 o'clock, so you're home from school, but it's before you hit the streets.
Gonna do some homework before I turn into, I don't know, Saucy Lorello instead of Jamie Lorello. With my night hooker name.
That's right.
Saucy.
Yeah, people think
I would be saucy.
You would be saucy.
Like a little Italian. I was saucy. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's my hooker name.
And you know that your transvestite friends would love that name. They would think it's hilarious.
Yeah. They would applaud it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that guy.
He's my
favorite.
favorite
in the movie.
Him and the landlady who made it quite the choice with the eyebrows
She's
drawn
so
in.
great. Drawn in. Other eyebrows still there, still quite visible. The other one's drawn over top of them, but coming up. Yeah.
I feel like the actress was like in the makeup chair and she was just like, wait, this is going to just be, this is the character. Yes. And the makeup was like, well, we did your hair and makeup for it. And she was like, nope. And then nobody could argue because she was absolutely right.
Right, exactly. I assume the makeup artist was like, you know what? Did it again. Yeah. Amazing. I wouldn't have thought of that. I think it really makes the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But we are here talking about Angel from 1984. Yeah. Written and directed by Robert Vincent O'Neill. We haven't talked about him. He just did stuff. He did a few movies. In case you're interested, Jamie, I would save this till the end, but why not say it right now? There are 3 more of these Angel movies if you're really interested.
With other angels?
Different angels, yes.
And they the same premise?
I did not see them. I haven't seen any of them. But yes, it's the same character, but different people playing Angel each time.
Yeah. Why are we retelling this story?
I don't know. Maybe it's different stories. Maybe Angel goes to college, but I don't think that's what any of these are about. But yeah, there's like Avenging Angel and then Angel's Revenge or something. I don't know the names
are these
of
just other movies with the word angel in it?
No. They are all related. They're all related.
Interesting.
Yeah. And this guy made the second one. But I think that's it. After that, he just got like a story by credit or characters by or whatever it is.
Okay.
But yes. There's a lot of people in this movie, but not a lot of people that we have come across. Susan Tyrrell, who we were talking about with the eyebrows.
Eyebrows, yeah.
She was the incestuous aunt in Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker.
Which also had a different name, didn't it?
Yeah, Night Warning.
Yeah.
Yes. And then she was also in the movie Tapeheads. Dick Shawn, the guy who plays May.
Oh, yeah, May.
He was in Captain EO.
Oh.
Yes. And Rory Calhoun, the old-timey cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
He was in one of only 2 episodes that you weren't a part of. He was in Motel Hell. And then he was in that movie with Rowdy Piper, Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
Yes.
It's one of those that you can't forget.
Yes. And then,
yeah.
Yeah. And John Deal, who is the killer in this, he was in Escape from New York. He was in Stripes. And he was in DC Cab.
Okay, all right. So that's funny because they didn't look. Nobody looked familiar to me, but makes sense because of the roles. Once you said some, I'm like, oh yeah, I can kind of remember. But okay.
Yeah,
she is not a known, right?
Donna Wilkes, who plays Angel.
Yeah.
No, I have and listen. Sometimes I get my information from Wikipedia. And when I say sometimes, pretty much all the time. And I know Wikipedia gets a bad rap, but then blah, 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 whatever. I read some stuff about this movie, and one thing I read that was really disturbing, and then I was like, I don't know if this is real. So the lieutenant guy, the main cop, he and Angel, the girl who played Angel, they were on a sitcom together. In the early 80s. I forget the name of the sitcom. It didn't last more than like 5 or 6 episodes, something like that. Apparently, they hated each other. Like, really bad, like blowouts and yelling. And at one point, it said that he kicked down the door of her dressing room.
What?
Yes, they hated each other.
And now they work again together on this movie?
Yes, did not know that the other person was cast in this movie until they showed up to shoot it.
Oh.
And it was rough. And at one point, again, I don't know if this is real. I couldn't imagine this is real. The lieutenant guy swapped in a real gun for a prop gun. And apparently it was found out, and the people behind the movie were like, well, we're almost done. Like, if we fire him, we got to shut this production down. Let's just finish this out.
And wait, what did he do that for? Because of this beef with Angel?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Now, again, I don't know if this is true, but that's really bad if it is.
Yeah, that's like,
yeah.
Wow.
I know.
And the fact that then they were like, well, we're not going to really do anything about it because we don't want to mess up production on the movie.
Right.
And then
the world would not exist if Angel didn't come out in 1984.
Exactly. What are we going to do with that?
Right.
We have to redo and also, how I guess they're pretty good actors then, because you don't sense that kind of tension between them.
I mean, it's something we've talked about before, and you hear this all the time. People that work together for long periods of time that just didn't
really
get
don't
along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you certainly don't see any of it on film. They don't really have to do much together. At one point, she has to hug him, I think, but that's pretty much
cries.
it.
There's a whole part where she's crying to him, and I guess they're. Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was real or not, but if it was
I guess
real,
neither had enough clout to say, I won't do this film if so-and-so's on there. Like, neither one of them had
I doubt
that
it.
kinda,
It was just, a paycheck. Like, apparently he was an actor who, I don't want to say made it big, but he had been acting for a long time.
Right.
But it really needed the money for this.
Oh.
And so, and I'm sure a lot of people need the money. Rory Calhoun's an old man. He needs the money. I so wanted that wig hat combo to come off at some point. All right, so let's dive in. Angel.
Angel it is. Well, it's a LA based movie. LA hookers love him, right?
You gotta love them, yes.
Well, and the whole Hollywood Boulevard vibe. So we start out. Right.
Yeah. I think we're a pro hooker podcast, right? Is that fair to say? I
think we are.
Okay, good. Yeah.
We start out with some shots of a sunrise in LA, basically, of downtown LA. And I do like that fun perspective where they give, because we have this, I think I have a hair in my mouth. Sorry, I keep touching my lip. Our main character, who is Molly/Angel, in the daytime, which we're seeing to start our film.
Yes.
She is a pig-tailed schoolgirl who is almost dressing a little too young for her.
Right. Yeah. The actress was 26 years old when she made this, and she's playing 15.
15 years old. And she's literally got two pigtails in her. She's got this little, she goes to a prep school, but she seems to be the only one that wears the uniform.
That's what I was so confused about when she's getting ready. And when everybody gets off the bus and stuff, I'm like, you're the only one wearing a uniform, Angel. What is going on? And you're right. It's a prep school. So I just assumed they'd all be in uniforms.
Yeah.
No. And this movie does start, it seems very sweet and innocent.
Yeah.
But very early on, before she even gets on the bus, she's walking down. She's walking over the Walk of Fame stars, and the people cleaning the stars are like, "Hey, Angel.
Yeah.
What's up, Angel?"
Yeah.
So you can see just from this, she's very popular with the street people, let's call them.
Yeah.
But not so much with her classmates.
No, not as comfortable as with the people on the streets.
Right.
And we do get to see, we see a more colorful evening street, but we do get to get a good vibe of the, Hollywood.
Yep. Morning in Hollywood.
Yes, exactly. And nobody is really talking to her on the bus. Girls are whispering to each other, and she's just looking out the window, and she doesn't seem to have any friends in school.
There's a moment in this movie, or multiple moments, where did she want to be a cheerleader? Does she just want to be a regular girl?
I
Is that
think
what we're supposed to think with some of these scenes?
I think a little. I think it's both. I think it's that we want to believe that she just wants to be the atypical cheerleader and, like you said, the regular girl. But I also think they did that because so they could show cheerleader boobs and have you live into the fantasy of like, oh, she's a hooker and a cheerleader and I don't
Right.
know.
Okay. No,
I don't
I
know if it
understand
fits her,
that.
but
I'm just
I
thinking
think for her
more.
storyline, yes.
Okay, so
She
it's just
wishes
more
to
because
be
later on when I'm talking about the scene where she's sitting on the bleachers, just like by herself,
watching them.
watching
Yeah,
them
yeah,
do their little cheer,
yeah,
which was
yeah.
kind of lame. Like they're not
They're
great
not
at
very
being
good.
cheerleaders.
No, they're not very good.
Right. But yes, we see some of her classmates. This dork who looks like a teacher. This guy's
Oh,
so
yeah.
old.
Yeah. Who approaches her and
Uh
asks
huh.
for a date, and she
Yeah.
says, "My mom says I'm not old enough to date yet."
Yep.
But she's also very like charmed that he would ask, it
Yeah.
seems.
It's
Yeah.
very sweet. It's very
Mm-hmm.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
The only teacher other than her, I think, guidance counselor. It's just like an English teacher. It's like, all right, guys, listen,
Yeah.
you got to read King Lear tonight. And then in my brain, I was like, is this movie a take on King Lear? And then I was like, well, I never read King Lear, so maybe it is.
Can't make that kind of correlation.
No,
And we've established over many episodes, reader, you are not.
no,
So,
not right. Not King Lear. Not. I'm going to say other Shakespeare because I can't think of any right now. Oh, that's my dog. You hear that?
what's happening?
He has a bit of a.
Wheeze? Is he
I don't know
wheezing?
what it is. It's a cough. It's something.
It sounds like he's smoking a pack of cigarettes upstairs.
I better. You know what? I need to check his bed for a pack of
Got
smokes.
some Newport lights upstairs. What's this dog doing with his free time?
A cough like that. Those aren't Newport lights. Those are Camels Unfiltered. All right, so yeah, so she's at school, and we see that she's very smart and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then after school, like we don't waste any time
No.
introducing who this is and what her double life
Yeah.
is.
No, we see her school life and it's not crazy. It's more academic based and very innocent. And then she goes home and puts on some good 80s makeup, lots of blush,
Yes.
blue eyeshadow in her little mirror.
Doesn't do much different with her hair. Like I was really expecting like a crazy, like the pigtails are something else. Like that's a real look, and I don't like it at all. But all she kind of did was put like little. What would you call them? That she puts-
Barrettes?
Yeah.
Barrettes.
Yes, that's it. She just pins the pigtails down to the side of her head. But yeah, short leather skirt,
Yeah.
and
Makeup.
she's suddenly Angel.
And now we've got a little shot of LA at night, which
It's
is
great.
a whole different animal.
Uh-huh.
Lots of fun, right?
Yep,
There's-
music is rocking, and
Yeah.
we are just introduced to. I'm just going to refer to them as characters.
Yeah, they are. They're the characters of the night.
Yes.
Or of the streets of Hollywood. There's a magician
Uh-huh.
with a Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Why is he dressed as Charlie Chaplin?
And just like the lady with the weird eyebrows, it's like, was that a last minute, like, I'm going to put this mustache?
It's
And
not good.
it's not great.
It's not
I
great.
would rather he didn't even have one and was just like this
I would rather he's just
adorable
dressed
magician.
as a magician
Yeah.
because he is always dressed as a magician.
Right,
It's
right.
daytime and he's still wearing that getup. I can't
do
believe
like
there
that he
wasn't a
comes-
scene. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. There was
No,
no scene
I just can't believe there was a scene where he was not in his regular street clothes.
No, there's no need to. When you are the magician, you are the magician, right?
Kind of like circus folk, right?
Yeah,
Okay, all
exactly.
right.
Exactly. I like how he comes back around at the end for us, like he helps her at the very end.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Angel. Because she just, we also meet we meet the cowboy.
Uh-huh.
Who is I love it that at one point a lot of times you see that it's the night, so it's all these adults out on the street, but at one point he's showing these kids these gun tricks, and it's literally a group of like 6 and 7 year olds that he's showing his gun
Yes.
tricks
That is a bizarre point in this movie, because right after he talks to these kids, he's like, yeah, I knew this guy and I knew John Wayne and blah, blah, blah. And the kids are like, neat, mister.
Mm-hmm.
Angel comes up and he's like, Angel, it's past midnight. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
what?
past your bedtime. I'm like, what are these kids doing?
Yes.
About your gun tricks?
These are just street children who just love this old-time cowboy.
We also get to see some of her I'll call them slutty friends.
I mean, I believe they're all streetwalkers.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
that they're just slutty.
Yeah.
It's slutty with a purpose, Jamie.
True. That's true. Okay.
Yeah, she's got a couple of good friends,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, a magician, a cowboy. Is there anybody else?
I felt like there
Well,
May.
May,
Yeah,
yes.
May. But May's
Mhm.
also a hooker, yeah? Or
I believe so.
right? Yeah.
Somebody's paying for this. Somebody's
Yeah.
into this.
Yeah.
This is.
And she's into doing it, or
Oh
he,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
Oh
Yeah.
no, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Marvin, we find out later in a
Yeah.
touching scene.
I know. I
Mar-
was so moved at the end of this movie. There was a point where I became very uncomfortable with this movie. I'm like,
Sure.
and the killer and the whole thing. I was like, what is? I don't know.
Yeah.
But then by the end, I was emotional.
If this had a spin-off TV series
Oh,
called
yeah.
May and Guidance Counselor, and
Yes.
all they did was solve crimes together, I'd be like, this is great.
Same.
When that guidance counselor calls that woman fuckface.
The line that she gives her. What did she say? You're not going to be able to wipe your own ass.
Yes, it's so funny.
Yeah, she gets all of a sudden so smart and
Yeah.
sassy with her. I was like, yikes.
I loved it. But yeah, these
But
are
we're
her
not there
friends.
yet.
No.
We're meetings first, all these friends.
Right,
And
yes. Also, I have a question. Since we are talking about the friends and what they do, and May is a prostitute, what does the cowboy do?
oh,
Well,
he
what
just
are
shows off his
people-
cowboy stuff.
Well, what's his cowboy stuff? He seems to stand there and tell people stories about old Hollywood.
That's him.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And sign autographs.
And that's enough.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know if I was missing something.
No. No, that's why they're like the Hollywood nightlife, because they don't necessarily have to do, they're just their characters. It's like the Spider-Man on Hollywood, like he dresses as Spider-Man and he walks around, and I don't know,
Are
that's
those the
just
ones
that
that
guy's
look like
job.
shit, though?
They do look really
Okay.
shitty. They're not
Yes,
great.
Yeah.
But
Like
this
an
is-
Elmo that's not the right kind of
Yes,
red.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
But these are real, these aren't people pretending to be some, except for maybe Charlie Chaplin, but he's doing magic. Like, I don't understand that guy at all. But okay, all right. I was just curious. I didn't quite understand the draw of the cowboy, because it's not even like he's shooting his guns until the end of the movie when we find out they're
When
real.
we do, yeah.
But it's not like he's shooting cans. I
He's
guess you
just a
can't really do
charming
that.
guy. He's just a really charming guy.
Oh, I
And I
agree.
like it because they do become, and of course we see it throughout the movie and it builds, but there's this charming street posse.
Oh, it's
that they are. They're a family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Looking out for each other. And because this is just mentioned at some point, maybe it's when they're in the restaurant, but at some point early where it is mentioned that there is a murderer.
Yeah, there's a killer on the loose.
There is
coming
someone,
out for the
yes, attacking the ladies of the night. So
Correct.
you got to be careful.
Yes, and we need to stick together, and there's a bond, right, that they're going to
Yes.
form.
I got to say, one thing that this movie does, and yes, there's cheerleader boobs. There's corpse boobs at one point.
Oh yeah.
We don't ever have to watch this 15-year-old girl with a guy.
No.
Great.
No.
Thank you,
No.
movie. I understand that she's not 15. She doesn't look 15. I
Right.
get it. But we get the sense that she's working, that she's
Right,
making money,
right.
but we don't have to actually watch any of that go on
No,
in the
no.
movie.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
She does get picked up by a guy.
And is he a cop? Is he an undercover cop, or is she
I
just
mean,
an
he
older
must-
man that
He has a
she's
radio in his glove
yeah.
compartment.
And I'm like, how did she know that?
She's street smart, Jamie.
Yes,
She's
yes.
out there. She's
Yes,
Angel.
yes.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
Because I love how she gets in and the guy's driving and she's like, look, mister, I'm underage. How about you just drop me off right there? I know, May, There's May. Drop me off with
Yeah,
May.
there's my friend May. Yeah.
And yes, and May is a delight. If we had not
I
said
want
it,
a May in my life.
yeah,
Yeah, I think we all need one, right?
because May has wonderful one-liners. I didn't write a lot of
Mhm.
these down. I should have written way more of the dialogue down. But when the cop drops her off and she gets out, May walks over and goes, "All right, why don't you go home now and spank your monkey numbnuts?"
Yeah.
And it's like, that's great. And then they go
Yeah.
have ice cream together.
And then they have ice cream together, and this is when they talk about the hooker murder, or that there's a
Yes.
hooker murderer on the loose, and they all need
Mhm.
to be careful.
That's
And then
right.
we cut to the hooker murderer working
Oh.
out. Creepily in
Every
his empty
time.
apartment on a
Yeah.
board of wood.
He's just laying on an inverted wooden plank.
Correct.
His feet are held down just by a rope,
That's how you do it.
and he's just doing sit-ups.
He's got to have a fit body to kill all
Yeah.
these whores.
Oh yeah, he's jacked. I love how every time we cut to the killer, he is doing like the most cliche weird killer things.
Oh,
It's
like
kinda
when he's
just like-
showering naked and just scrubbing himself so hard.
He's standing in a bucket.
Oh, what about when he eats the egg? That was the creepiest thing.
The eating egg scene was hilarious because I was like, okay, you could just cut this. Okay, we don't need to watch the whole
Now
thing.
you're crushing
And
the
the-
shells all over the place.
Yes. I was like, I had to watch him suck this egg out of a tiny hole. And then when he mushed it around his face and ate the shell,
I was like, too far,
oh, way
hooker
to
killer.
go,
Too
man.
far.
Yes.
No, I don't, not way to go. Just so our listeners can have a clear visual. When he wakes up one morning after maybe a fresh hooker killing, and he gets an egg out of his fridge that has a little like hole.
makes
punched
a
in the
hole
top.
with a
He does.
knife.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. He cuts a little hole, and he starts slowly drinking the raw egg. When
But-
we watch, it's like an extra large egg. Too.
Yes,
There's
and
a
it's
lot in
so
there.
long. The whole scene is him going,
'Cause it's hard to suck an egg. through
it
the
doesn't
little hole.
cut. I couldn't believe it.
And he keeps going till, like we said, he finally just smashes and there's eggshell everywhere. And then does he look at a picture on the wall?
He looks
or
at the
something?
picture, I believe, of his mother.
Of his mom.
Yeah, Angel's got some daddy issues, and he's
killer
got some
has
mommy
mommy
issues.
issues, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also at the same time, we do meet a lieutenant who shows up on the street just to kind of like shoot the shit with some beat cop.
Oh, is this when they hire? Then the beat cop gets a raise. Yeah.
Yes. It's a real weird,
Just so
like,
he could be kind of killed in a couple scenes
yes,
later.
Yeah. It's like a, hey, you know these streets. You want a job? He's like, golly gee, Mr. Lieutenant, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And then he's just promoted to, I don't know, deputy of catching a killer.
That's exactly the term that they use.
I think that is what they
in Copland.
Copland, yes. Sly Stallone in Copland.
Correctamundo. What you were saying that she has daddy issues. Let's go over what her family
yes,
background.
okay.
So she talks fondly of her father and her memories of him as he worked on the Hollywood signs, right? He was a cement man or something like that. What did he do?
He apparently put the Hollywood Walk of Stars in place.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Like physically, not that he was like the inventor or the creator of the Walk of Fame. He helped to make the slabs of
I guess,
concrete
but then
stars.
she's like, but he, like I got to watch him pour the concrete. I don't know. Did he do the thing where they stick their hands in? Was that his responsibility? I don't know.
But she's very proud of him. He knew a lot of people. That's why all these people knew him. The cowboy, the cowboys share stories throughout of like, oh, remember when me and your dad, or I remember me and your dad did this and that. But now we know her dad is out of the picture. I thought he died. And
So
she
did I.
at one point is looking
for a
very
while.
sad. Yeah, she's looking sad at a bunch of pictures, only of her dad, like around her little vanity. There's these pictures of them together and a note I think he wrote to her. And
Yes.
She's getting emotional. And I assumed this meant that R.I.P. Dad.
That's
right?
what I thought too, until she talks to the cop near the end of this movie.
Yes. And we find out that he's just left and
He just
claims
left.
He was coming back. Said he was
Yes.
going to come back. What a game to play. And
7 years, I
Yeah.
believe she says.
Yeah. And
7
she keeps
years he's been
believing
gone.
that he'll be
Yeah.
back. She's meanwhile, 3 years after her dad left.
It would be 4 years because her mom's been gone for 3 years.
Okay. So the mom leaves then.
Yeah.
She's left with her mom after the dad leaves, and then the mom leaves with just a note and $100.
I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because she has a lot of faith in her dad returning. She is
Yeah.
like, my mom is out of here. I'm
Yeah.
never going to see her again.
She met a guy. She knew the mom met a guy. Yeah.
She met a guy and they were going to New York, I think she says. And then she goes, knowing her, she dumped him in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Great. She's never coming back. Leaves you with $100
And an apartment. She does.
and an apartment, and you are 12 years old.
And now, exactly.
Wow.
What, right? And
Yeah.
now to cover up for this, unknown officially, obviously May knows the whole story. I don't know
Right.
if the crazy eyebrow landlady
There's
really
no
knows
way
the whole
she.
story.
I don't think she. I mean, maybe she does, but Angel is still putting on this
Right.
front and this, like, she's just. I don't. She's pretending her mother is still alive, and she has it down to like the minute in the morning.
Yeah, to make her
Because
coffee
she has a
and stuff.
tray
Yeah.
and everything when she shows up for the rent.
She pretends that her mom is bedridden essentially,
Yes.
and has had a stroke. I think she even said
That's
my mom
right,
has
yeah.
had a stroke, and so that's what she tells the landlady. When the landlady, I do like the landlady's abrasive, like rent's due, comes knocks on the door, and she's
It's
like,
not
oh
that
yeah,
abrasive, but it's more like, listen, kid, the rent's due right now. She's abrasive when the guidance counselor asks for Angel's mom, and she's like, lady, listen, she's an invalid.
Oh,
What
yeah.
do you want me to do? Her legs don't work. She can't answer the door. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so that is Angel's situation. I do have a question for you. Maybe you were paying more attention than I was. Why does Angel cover a drawing with a crappy painting
oh the
before
crappy
that woman comes in?
because the landlady is also painting her own stuff. She's an artiste of such, and the painting she puts up is her
Oh,
painting.
that's her painting. So she
yes.
puts it up. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. That
yes.
makes a lot of sense. Like, I was like, is she covering a safe? Is there like a secret
No,
safe
I
behind it?
think
But
it's
no.
the painting she
Okay.
uses to hang up.
She's humoring this woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
by hanging up her stuff only when she comes
Yeah.
over.
All right. Okay. I like that.
Okay.
That's fun.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually is very helpful. I didn't put it together that she is painting and that might be her painting.
The mystery to me isn't what they do with the paintings. It's, I guess she gets the money to afford again, this is why she even confesses to the cop. Like, because these both parents have left her, she has had to find a way to make the money to support herself.
Yes.
And the street life is, it pays well.
The street life pays for rent.
Yeah.
It pays for food. It pays for that hoity-toity school that she's going
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
That's no public school there.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it must pay really well. Really well. We don't get any money figures, do we?
No, she never said anything like that. But
All
we
right.
just assume.
Okay. Yeah.
The only thing is with the school, I wondered, but I think I'm giving her parents too much credit. Maybe her dad paid in advance for all her schooling, but
Oh,
that is giving her parents way too much credit.
it really is. Given that he ran out on his family.
Well, I don't
when
know.
she
We
was
didn't
very
see
young.
Angel 2 and 3. Maybe he comes back.
You know what? Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
he comes back and he's a hero. He emerges at the end and shoots somebody for her. And she's like, Dad! All right, okay. Maybe I'll have to watch Avenging Angel after this, after we're done talking. At the very beginning of this, I wrote this in my notes, and I'm glad that this didn't happen. But before we really got to know May, I wrote in my notes, why didn't they have Carol Channing play May?
Oh.
But I think he did a much better job.
I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there were no musical numbers, and that was probably why Carol Channing was like, no,
was
thank
not
you.
asked. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I wrote down the magician's name. Did you remember
No.
his name?
Mm-mm.
Yo-Yo.
Oh, yeah, because he does yo-yo tricks,
Yeah.
but also card tricks, maybe?
I mean, he's a magician. He's a man of many kinds of tricks.
Okay.
But he gives her, well, okay.
Oh,
So
her
one
friend,
of- yes.
her friend Crystal? Yeah.
Crystal, one of her friends, has the hots for Yo-Yo.
She finds this guy very cute. She's like,
Charming,
he's very cute. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch him do some magic, and I'm gonna do my tricks, which he knows I have to do. But then I'll tell him I'll meet up with him later, and he gives her like a top, a spinner, a yo-yo.
It's just a top.
Okay.
He says to her, "You want to see my latest trick?" And she goes, "Yes." And he spins a top in the palm of her hand. I'm like,
Oh, and she
that's
goes,
not a
"Magic."
trick. Right? I was like,
Yeah.
that's not a trick.
Yeah.
It's a top spinning. And then and then he just says, "That's yours. You can have that." And then she's like,
when
I gotta
later.
go make some money, dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So no, I don't want to jump ahead because we're
No.
gonna get to what
All right.
causes this.
Okay.
So she meets a John, if
Yep,
you will.
that's
Is that
right.
what they're called? The John.
There you go. You know the industry
Yeah.
jargon.
I mean, they don't call me saucy for nothing. She takes him to. There's again in this world. There's a set.
As you're in a
motel.
car with a guy and you're like, I have hair in my mouth. Hold on.
It's classy.
Sorry, go ahead.
Classy. There's a hotel that they motel that
Yes.
they use. And I guess that's true. Like that's part of what you do is you're like, I got the key to the room, and this makes the whole thing more convenient.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's
you
why
gotta
you pay
know
the
where you're
extra-
going. Like you gotta have a safe place to go.
Yeah,
I totally get it, and I support that.
and I do too.
And also, I feel really bad for Crystal. I think Crystal's the one kill where I'm like, this is kind of sad because when she's with him, we learn a weird amount about Crystal because she's like, I'm going to law school. I am getting all straight A's. And she's also into astrology. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's just saying everything to this guy. And I was like, oh, I like Crystal, but oh no.
Oh yeah,
it goes
Crystal,
real bad real quick.
Real quick. Crystal's the one now. She sees. Does Angel see Crystal go off with him?
No, that's her
that's
that's the
friend.
next friend
Okay,
who
yeah.
I don't even know that I wrote a name down for that poor girl.
No. But that's right, because Crystal sees the killer while she's hanging out with the magic man.
Right.
Okay, so now they go into the hotel, and the next thing we know,
Well, she's knifed outside. They're standing
that's right.
outside, and there are
And
two
we
other
have
prostitutes there.
that have a fun conversation like,
Yes.
where them panties at? I ain't going back in there for the panties.
Yes. It's great as she is being stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we do cut back to him later. Right after. First, we go to see the little kids hanging out on the street, which is hilarious. But then we cut back, and he has tucked her into bed.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's
creepy.
really weird because the cop, when they're talking, when the cop's talking to the black guy that he hires, he's like, I don't know. You know, all we know is the guy's probably a necrophiliac. And he's also
it's
probably
and
impotent.
he has mother issues.
Yeah, he's
right?
got
He
mommy
even
issues.
said-
I'm like, how do you know all this stuff?
Wait, he doesn't just tuck her into bed. This is weird because I wrote it down. I made
Yeah,
a note.
go ahead.
Hold on, I have
Yeah.
a tickly
I
throat.
mean, she is tucked into bed, which is what I mean. Like, he comes out of the
Doesn't
bathroom,
he-
and she's in bed.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
he clearly is gonna rape her.
Yes,
or have sex
exactly.
with her.
Yep.
And the weirdest soundtrack, the weirdest music. It's like this uplifting,
Oh,
right?
did
Like,
not notice that.
because I wrote it down. I'm like, weird music for this. Like, it should be like, like something bad is happening. It's more like the sunrise in LA music. It's like we're just starting our day. Like, but I guess
God.
maybe because it's his first kill that we see. I don't know. The
I
music
don't
is
know,
weird.
but you're right. He does. He like gets down and gives her like little smoochies for a little bit,
Yeah,
and then you're like, yeah, he
We
gets
know
up
what's
and
happening.
takes his pants off, and I'm like, oh my God, that cop was right. This
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
a real sicko.
Yeah, that cop knows what he's talking about.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So then, back at the apartment house,
Mm-hmm.
Angel and May interact with the landlady, played by Susan Tyrrell. She paints and has recently purchased a gun.
Yes, and she's painting a still life of the gun in a bowl of fruit.
That's right. Yes. I wrote, the painted eyebrows are great.
No, I did too. I was like, lady with the painted eyebrows.
Yep. And then Angel's like, listen, I'd love to hang out with you guys, but I gotta study. We find out it's a school night. She's been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
Every night out. You got a few hours of sleep, I guess.
I don't know how she works.
And then you're right to school.
And then you gotta, with tests and whatnot. Yeah.
And I don't even think she made any money that night. Cops certainly didn't pay her for anything.
Yeah.
But she did get ice cream, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the next day, as we said before, the rent is due.
Right.
And she is serving breakfast to her mother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I wrote, her mom isn't alive, right?
Like, yeah, there's no actual mom.
At this point,
I hear it.
There it goes again.
I hear it. It's like a sneeze.
Yeah. No. Carla looked it up and she's like, it's called a reverse sneeze.
Reverse sneezing,
they have to, draw air in.
Yeah, ZD does do that sometimes.
He's been doing it for a couple days now.
He's got allergies,
Hopefully he's
maybe.
Okay. Right. He needs breathing treatments. So I thought, and this would have been more disturbing and it would have painted Angel in a horrible light. So I'm glad it didn't happen. I thought the reveal was going to be that this was like a Norman Bates psycho situation and like her mother's skeleton was going to be in the bed or something.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that wasn't the case.
Me too.
I really did. The fact that she won't let anybody in that room.
You were like, what's going on with the mom? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, does the killer draw? We see a lot of drawings on the wall of his creepy apartment.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's like in a creepy, like just a few of them in the one corner near his bed. I don't know. This is where he eats the egg or drinks the egg and oh, poor thing.
Oh no.
So it's coming from his nose, right? Not.
No, it's his.
Does he need a tissue?
And then he like gags for a minute and then it's fine.
Yeah. He's just got to work
Give
it
him
out.
A tissue.
Oh, okay, wipe his little nose.
I thought I was supposed to take the cigarettes away.
Oh no.
All right. So this is the scene where we see that he has the egg, his whole egg situation.
There's the egg situation. Yep.
And he potentially has mommy issues.
Yeah, and some other, and maybe she likes to do some charcoal drawing. We're not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Meanwhile, back at school, Angel, this is when she's watching the cheerleaders, and some football players kind of hit on her, but she has no interest in these jerks. What a bunch of jerks these are.
These guys are from a teen boob comedy at the beginning of that.
Yeah.
The line that his friend says, it's so poorly delivered. The line is stupid, but it's so poorly delivered. He goes, hey, you're always bragging about how you're always scoring. There's one that you've never touched before.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what is this? What is going on in this movie?
Yeah.
And yeah, a hotshot Flash Gordon captain of the football team, whatever he is, like hits on Angel and she wants nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Yeah. And his little ego just can't handle that, right?
It's great. But you know what? She was probably in a hurry because she has to go and meet with her guidance counselor.
Right.
Who's also an artist, I believe.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I gotta wash all this charcoal off my hands.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was the art teacher at first.
I know. I thought she was just a teacher at first, too.
Yeah.
And then later she introduces herself as the guidance counselor.
Yes.
But she is worried a bit about,
yeah.
When you move your head, what is it? Sorry. A notification came up about me moving my head with my iPod. What's happening? Or my iPhones, or my headphones.
Okay, great.
Never mind. The teacher, the counselor, is concerned and wants to talk to her mother, to which she says, my mother had a stroke. And the counselor goes, I had no idea. I didn't know that. Oh, because the counselor's concerned that she's making good grades, but not involved in any extracurricular activities.
Yes.
And that social life is part of being a well-rounded student, and she finally says, well, I don't have time for it because I have to go home and take care of my mother who has had a stroke,
and she's paralyzed.
yes.
She says,
and now the counselor feels bad as Ashley. Oh my God, I had no idea, and I wouldn't be on your case about all of this if I would have known.
Great, good thinking, Angel. Good thinking.
That's it's using your old noggin there.
Yeah. She's got no time for extracurriculars. Also, come on, because she even says you are getting straight A's, but that's not enough. And I was like, lady, come on.
I know. She's not only getting straight
A's, a hard time.
She's a good kid who's not trying to get in any kind of mischief, making trouble from what we see at school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a problem. If you're doing well at school, you're doing enough. It's totally fine. You don't need to go and play sports or anything like that.
I mean, if
just
you
a
want
message
to,
from me,
there
Doug.
it is. Yeah, from mediocre man.
That's right. Yes. Save that energy. There's probably a Hey Dude marathon on when you get home.
You're gonna want to be involved.
You would have missed that had you played baseball or whatever.
Extracurriculars.
That's right. Extra whatever. And the cops. Okay, so now we cut back to the murder scene the next day
at the hotel.
I believe the cops are bringing Crystal out in pieces.
Yeah, parts of her, just bags of body parts. What a number they did on her.
Yeah. Charlie Chaplin is crying in costume,
holding the top that he gave her.
Bloody top. His head is covered in blood. And I wanted the lieutenant to be like, you can't just remove evidence from the crime scene.
I know. But the lieutenant does say you do have an alibi for
That's
where
right.
you were last night. He's like, of course I do.
Between fits of sobs, this guy's like, yes, she was a lovely human being.
Yeah, I loved her. I really cared about her. Then we have like almost a mini protest where all of like the gang, like all of the hookers and May's there too, like stand up to the cops and they're like, what are you doing about all this? Like and the cops are like, listen, we told you only stick to regulars.
Right. Yes. I mean, what other advice are you going to give? Yes.
We're doing our best over here. And they're like, no. And Angel especially gets very feisty, angry, and is like, it's not okay. And our friends are dying and you need to do something about it. And it's true, I feel. The cops are really not being, I mean, even at the end, he's disguised as which I love, that he disguises himself as a Hare Krishna.
And that's really his end game, because I'm like, well, your hair's not going to grow back. And he is a Hare Krishna for like 2 days in this movie. He's really committed to the bit.
Yep. It works for him. It's a great hideout spot for him. And they seem to just accept him. Again, they provide a space for him.
Yeah, they really are just like, hey, we're walking the streets. Come on, buddy. Because it's not like there's a giant
want the little
mob.
There's
There's like 8 of them.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So
That's how they
there was a conversation as they're walking like, Jeff, did you invite this guy?
No, they don't care. They speak the word, right?
That's right. So that night,
this is her other friend. So the other friend, when they were talking earlier, this is a couple of scenes ago, and they were eating ice cream together and first kind of talking about the killer. This is the friend that was like, you know what? I'm going to move to Tahiti. And I feel like that's going to be my escape plan, is like, I don't want to do this forever. And at first they're all like, Tahiti? Well, now after some murders, Angel and this girl, or I'll call her Tahiti. Angel and Tahiti they're walking, and Angel's like, you know what? Maybe we should go to Tahiti. And Angel found some deals where if you bring a friend, it's discounted prices.
Yeah.
And if you go, she found some deals. She's working.
Angel's
with a
really been
agent.
On Priceline.com.
She's doing her best on Kayak, finding the best prices. But then. What are we calling her now? Tahiti spots this guy, and she just knows this is going to be the down payment on our trip to Tahiti. I'm going to have a night with this guy. That's what hooker's got a hook.
I know, and it doesn't hurt that he's kind of cute. She says, right. So that's fine.
And Angel just takes in the guy's shoes for some reason.
Yeah,
She looks him over
right.
and
Something I didn't
registers
notice watching the movie. You could have zoomed in on the shoes. That would
giving
have
me
been
the privy, yeah,
yes,
the
because
POV,
she
yeah.
looks across the street, and I understand it's night. I understand it's
Hmm.
dark, and that's what she tells the cops. But I'm like, I can clearly see that guy's face.
Yeah, yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, it's not just the guy
Yeah,
standing in the shadows and we just see boots. Like,
right.
you could do that if you
Yeah.
wanted, but for some reason they decide not to do that in here. And I thought, I was like, oh, Angel got a good look at this killer, but not really.
Not so much.
Yeah. And also, I don't think Angel's making much money because now we
No,
got her
now she's doing homework.
math homework in like a hotel restaurant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But a guy approaches and
Mm-hmm.
says that she was recommended to him.
Mm-hmm.
And again, stick with the regulars. Neither of them are listening to this because she's like, all right, dude, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, well, let's have it. Yeah. And he says some creepy things, like he tells her you better be 14.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
something that a president might say.
Yeah.
It's a real, like, I
Yeah.
can't believe it when he's like, you better be 14. That's what I'm paying for.
Yeah.
Like, oh
yeah.
no, that's not good at all.
And even when he gets her in the room, or I think right before that, she's like, forget it. Maybe we shouldn't do this. And he gets a little aggressive with her, right?
It's because
Is
they
it this
can't
one?
get in the room at first.
Oh, right,
Like
right,
she's
right.
knocking, but the door's locked because she
Right.
shares the room with Tahiti, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting all weird and loud and making gross jokes about what Tahiti's doing in there.
Oh, yeah.
and
Do you want to have a threesome or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good. But finally they do get in,
Right.
and thankfully this creep runs away because he sees what's happening.
Well,
in the
first
bathroom.
they're ready to, like, she takes
Oh, yeah.
she goes, why don't you go in there and clean up, and I'll get myself
which
ready.
is which is good. Like
Yeah.
that's the amount of hookers that probably say that. Yes,
Yeah,
very smart.
That's a good
Yes.
standard to keep.
Uh-huh,
You go
yeah.
clean up and I'll. So she is, poor thing. She is sitting in her red underwear on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes out of the bathroom like in a state of shock.
Yeah.
And she doesn't first. She's like, "What the hell is going on?" I think she even says, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And then he just stumbles in like a shocked way out of the whole hotel room.
Yeah.
And now she quietly starts to go into the bathroom, like knowing she could possibly discover something. And is this her decapitated topless Tahiti friend in the
Yes.
shower?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super gross. And
Yeah.
also not a great decision by the filmmakers because I don't want to critique this girl's acting. The camera hangs on her for such a long time as she breaks down.
Yeah.
She cannot summon tears. Like there are no tears at all. There's nothing. She's trying. She's doing her best. And the camera's on her for a real long time until
Yeah,
we
yeah.
finally
She
cut
has like a
away.
weird shaky fit and makes some strange crying noises.
Yep.
Like it definitely feels visceral, but it
Yes.
doesn't have any tears or yeah.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
But now we cut. She went to the cops. She did the right thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And they've made a sketch based on her, I guess, her description. Even though at every turn she's like, I don't know. It was
And
dark.
even when they're showing it to her, she's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
she says they show her a sketch. She says, "I don't know. It was dark." And the cop goes, "Make copies and send these out. Put on APB." I'm like, what, is that police work?
They're also very rough with her, where they're like,
Yes.
you should know. Like, there's no, like, we know
Right.
you had a rough night and you just saw your friend killed, but we're going to need your help to
Yeah.
really catch this guy. They're just like, well, think about it then.
Because then he just starts scolding her about her lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're trying to catch a killer. Like, do you
I mean,
need
he's
to
not
get into all of
necessarily
this?
wrong, though, because when he's like, listen, I see what's
Well,
going to
right.
happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't get out of this. And she's like, I'll stop when I want to. That's what they all say.
Oh,
I
that's
could
what my
stop.
dog said about cigarettes. I can quit anytime.
And now listen to
Oh, I feel so bad. Especially if this is something bad. Anyway, yeah, but he is a lot more understanding later on when he finds out what her situation is. So I will give him credit for that because, yeah, she seems young. She's out there doing what she's doing. He doesn't know why, and there's women getting killed. So I totally get it.
Yeah. What is this where Someone's trying to convince the country guy that he has
Oh
to
my
go into a
God.
retirement
We
home.
suddenly
What is this
enter a
spin?
B plot in this
Yeah.
movie that means nothing. It's an entire scene
I
where
think
they're
it's
in
just
the diner
yeah.
and the people who own his estate are trying to put him in a home.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
there's like a lawyer there or something. And
Yeah.
the cowboy, this ends with the cowboy holding a gun to this lawyer's head
Yeah.
and saying, I'm not going anywhere. And the guy leaves.
Yeah.
And then they all just sit there and he talks about the old times and they have to go, actually, that guy's dead. And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'll be able to see Bucky O'Neill or whatever. And they're like, he's dead
He's dead
too.
too.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like a weird, sad scene where it's like, oh, I didn't need this.
No.
Women are already being murdered. I don't want to feel bad about this elderly cowboy
And
now.
now I do. And now this is an extra icky feeling about it all. But I
Uh-huh.
guess also to remind you that they are like a family together.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to say that in a questioning tone. I
Yeah,
think this is
yeah.
what the movie's
Yeah.
deliberately trying to tell us. It's a dysfunctional family, but
Yes.
it's great. Oh,
Hmm.
because after he puts a gun to the head of this lawyer and tells him to leave, May licks this lawyer's
Oh,
nose
which I love. Yeah.
and then says, "People pay me $5 for that."
Uh-huh.
It's great.
And she wants to go to the
Oh,
morgue
to
to
claim the body.
yes, yes,
Yes.
because they are family. This is again when
Mm-hmm.
back to they are Tahiti's only family.
Yeah.
So they should go to the morgue to claim her. But the cop doesn't think that's a good idea, and the cop actually can't legally release her body parts to them.
Yeah, it is a.
I don't know what they were gonna do either. Like,
I
did
have
they
no
have a
idea.
cemetery plot? Was she gonna try
Don't
to
know. They don't say
cremate her?
that.
Like, yeah, she
They
just want.
don't
And
say that at
again,
all.
it's not a body. Even again, I
It's
don't know what they
parts.
were.
It's
It's the
pieces.
parts.
Yeah.
But she feels like it shouldn't just sit in the morgue. It should be claimed
Right.
by them, her family.
But it is kind of a funny scene, and I don't know if it's supposed to be this humorous because the three of them, a cowboy, a woman, a man in drag, and Angel, this teenager, are sitting in the cop's office, and the cop's like, "What are you talking about? I
Yeah,
can't just give you her body." And I'm
yeah,
like, "Yeah, this is kind of funny, and
yeah.
of course you can't do that."
Hmm.
And after this, I love this scene because the cop is like, that Angel, I better tail her. So he follows her
Hmm.
and watches her get on a school bus,
Mm-hmm.
follows the school bus. And it's not until the school bus shows up at school that he pulls over and he's like, school, eh? I'm like, what? You didn't know that when she got on the bus.
Maybe she was a
Yeah.
trickery of
But
a bus. Yeah.
yeah, but I also think it's more like it is a preparatory school. Like I
Yeah.
guess he didn't expect that. He expected
Hmm.
your local public
Public school.
school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, every now and then in this movie, as we've discussed, we spend some real creepy, weird time
With the
with the
cheerleaders.
killer.
Oh,
No, with the killer. This is when he's at a
another
porno
workout.
theater.
Oh yeah, he goes to see a dirty movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
and the
now the
cop.
cops
Yeah,
are kind of on the lookout for him now.
right.
So
Yes.
they have somewhat of a
Well, they
description
have
or
that
the
sketch.
sketch of what he looks like. Um, and the guy that runs the porno movie theater is big about making sure people don't put their feet up in the theater. I
Yes,
mean, you can jerk off all you want and
of
splatter all
course.
over the place, but don't put your feet up on my
Right.
chairs here.
Those boots have
Yeah,
spurs on them.
for
How
crying
dare
out
you?
loud.
Because he is so pissed. This cop shows him a sketch,
Yeah.
and this guy's like, "That son of a bitch put his
Yeah.
feet on the chairs." And I'm like,
So
if somebody
mad.
showing you a sketch, this guy did way worse than
Yeah.
that.
So now they're out, and I think, well, maybe he doesn't know yet that the cops are onto him, but he does know now that they're
Right.
in the theater
Yes.
looking for him. So he goes out the exit to escape.
Yeah.
So because the theater owner then says to the cops, "Yeah, he's in here," and I just
Mm-hmm.
yelled at him about his shoes, and um, yeah.
Well,
So,
they
but they
bring
do
him
get
in.
him.
Yeah,
They
they
do
get
get him.
him
Yes, and now that he's brought into the lineup.
for an angel lineup.
Hmm. And she's really it's hard. It's hard to tell who is who and what number is what. I don't want to be involved in the kind of crime where I have to identify someone in a lineup,
Yeah.
but I think I'd be good at
Oh my God. Wow. It's crazy you say that
it. Yeah.
because I see scenes like this all the time on movies and TV. This is one of my worst fears because I'd be so bad
Oh,
at it. I
that you would.
didn't know I would be so bad. I
If
have
you
no idea.
if you gave me the lineup and you were like, tell me what all their names are, and I couldn't remember their names. Like when people introduce
Oh,
themselves to
right,
me,
right.
sadly, I don't remember a
You're
name.
going by names.
Like, if you want me to know the killer's
They're
name,
blindfolding you for the lineup and they're just telling you the names.
Charlie, no, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
Charlie, I didn't
Maybe.
listen.
Does
Yeah.
he have a nickname?
How's his breath? Is it bad breath? I remember those kind of things.
No,
Yeah,
I'd be a real angel in this scenario because the killer is number 5 and she's like, I don't know, maybe it's 1. I don't know.
yeah. But then she sees the
Oh.
shoes. And here's what's crazy, the timing of this, which I don't know
Hilarious.
why it's so dramatic. So the one cop is just about to walk in.
He does
and
walk
has-
in.
He does walk in, and he
Mhm.
has a gun in his little holster
Yes.
area there.
Right.
And the lineup is just about to walk out when she says, no, wait, I know who it is. It's the guy with the shoes. It's this number. And the cops are about to telling, hey, guy with the holster, watch your gun.
Yes.
Right? That's literally how quickly it all goes down.
And it all happens at once
Yeah.
because the killer hears her because the cop still has his finger on the
As if
microphone
he's
button.
ready. Yeah. Mhm.
Because she flips out when she sees the boots.
Uh-huh.
We hear another cop be like, hey, you can't walk in there with a gun. At the exact moment she yells, I know who the killer is. This killer grabs the cop's gun, drags him away.
Yeah.
There's a huge shootout and he just gets away.
Yeah, he does. This is
I
where I'm
couldn't
like,
believe it. And then the funniest thing in this movie, the funniest line in this movie, I couldn't even believe he said this. This lieutenant drives Angel home, and when he gets her home, they're still in the car, and he goes, that's the second time that's happened in 15 years on the force. And I was like, the second time? That sounds like 2 times too many in 15 years.
we got to watch ourselves a little more closely there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe don't wear any guns when you are doing the lineup. How about that? Take your whole belt off if you're bringing people in there. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he's like twice in 15 years. I'm like, that happened? Twice?
But maybe that confession, that moment of vulnerability, because now, is this when he goes upstairs and realizes that?
Yeah, this is when he
doesn't-
follows her
yeah,
and
Yeah.
she's not happy about it at first.
No. But then she finally just says what happened and
Well, he
then
busts into her mother's room.
yes, and it's empty. Well, it's got like a bed
He
with
still
no
does check
sheets
the
on it.
closet, which I found that kind of funny. It's a totally empty room. And he's like, but maybe in the closet.
Yeah.
No, nothing there
Nothing.
either.
There's no person. There's no. And so she has
Yeah.
this sad confession to all of it, to the mom leaving, to the dad leaving, to the fact that the reason she didn't want to go into foster care. She didn't want to be in the system. So she has worked it out by taking this, I'll call it her night job.
Sure. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is. And this is, and so you can see, because at first he's like, this can't cut it. And he's
Right.
kind of like, I see what you mean and why you would do that. He's a cop with a heart, if you will. That's what I wrote
Cop
down.
with a heart of gold. That's right.
This is, why does the killer decide to shave his head?
Well,
What happened to
we're
his
not.
hair?
That's in
I
a
said-
little while.
I said killer. I have killer gets his hair, shaves head. Gets his hair. What does he get with his hair? Oh,
Well,
he
does-
has to
he's-
shave his
Yeah,
head.
he's
because-
shaving his head to
because
be a
he's
Hare Krishna.
recognized.
Okay, all right. Maybe I
Yeah.
didn't write it down because there's a lot that's happening at this point because she meets May and she buys a gun from a guy working fast food.
Oh yeah,
She has a gun delivered by a waiter.
Yeah,
at a
while
fast
they're
food
eating burgers, right?
restaurant.
Yeah,
And then,
And then
she
she
goes
goes
to
for
church.
shooting lessons.
Right. Yeah, she goes to church first.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
we have
she
to
does
know,
light a
we
candle
have
at
to
church.
see how great she is. She lights a candle and also puts money in the donation
Yeah,
box.
yeah. She's good.
Yes.
And then she goes to the cowboy who is going to train her to shoot.
Yes. Who lives
Hmm.
in an abandoned warehouse.
The tracks.
It does,
Mhm.
but when he opens the doors, the garage doors to this abandoned warehouse, she's like, "Oh my God, this is where you live?
Yeah.
This is great." It's like, I guess it's big and
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah.
But yeah, he teaches her to shoot. His advice is dumb because he goes, "You just pretend the barrel is your finger and you point at whatever you want to shoot."
Hmm.
Like, really? That's how guns work?
I don't know. And you, just like you were when you were a kid. And she says,
Yep.
okay, pew, pew.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he shows her that the guns he walks around with are actually real guns. They're not prop
Yeah. Yeah.
guns.
No, no, no.
And
He
he
puts
doesn't
the
have fake
wrong bullets
bullets.
in it. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
At night, he doesn't want to be an idiot and
Right.
kill some random
No,
kids at
no,
2
no, no.
a.m.
He's a safe cowboy, but he
That's
is also
right.
a cowboy. So he's got the real deal guns.
Hmm.
Now, these guns, she's learning this shooting and owning a gun,
Hmm.
not it's to protect herself and to get this killer who has now killed two of her friends. Um, but she has to use it next on these. So she is working her night streets. She's
Hmm.
got her knife or her gun with her. And who sees her on the streets but those
Oh,
punky teenage boys, the football
the
player
football
guy
player and his
and
cronies.
his two cronies. And they
Yes.
go, "Where do you know who that is? That's Molly. She's a
Yep.
hooker."
Hmm.
And so again, his ego's been bruised. So they just do the thing where they just scoop her up
They
and
just
put her in the
they
car.
kidnap her
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then they just drive away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Molly's thinking pretty quick, pretty
Mm-hmm.
good on her feet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love how she's like, "Listen, what are you doing? You don't have to listen. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just listen. Protection is key, fellas."
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. She says, I don't want to get pregnant by any of you
That's
guys.
right.
We got to
Yes.
use those
Uh-huh.
condoms. First, they're jerks and they're like, oh, no.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think they say something about, like, well, who knows what diseases she
That's right.
has or something. So they
Exactly.
decide it's okay. They say some really horrible, sleazy things to her, to be honest. And
Yep.
it's not
It's
nice.
pretty
It makes me
gross.
uncomfortable.
Not,
Yeah.
not nice. They're not nice
No,
to
they're
her at
not
all.
nice at
No.
all. And
No.
she finally does get back at them for not being nice by pulling out her gun.
She pulls her gun out. They think
Yes.
she's just getting some condoms. She pulls her gun, makes him get out of the car,
Hmm.
sees that the football guy has peed his pants.
Yeah, he's so
And she's
scared.
like, "I'm satisfied." That's
Yeah.
great. A
Yeah.
job well done.
Correct.
But it's not a job well done, Jamie, because the next day at school, she's in the locker room and we see a bunch of ladies showering and she hears them talking about how she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
And then this tattletale jock goes to her guidance counselor.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the guidance counselor and the tattletale jock go in because the guidance
Yeah,
counselor's like, I know her and she is not, you will have to prove it to me.
right.
And they go into her locker and they find the gun hidden in one of her, which not a good place to
Don't
keep the
do what are you
gun.
doing? You're just putting it in your folder at
I mean,
school?
she's got to keep it with her, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I thought jerky all around. He's a jerk for
Yeah,
doing like it's one thing to start the rumors about her, well, accurate rumors about her being a hooker,
right.
but it's another thing then to go and tattle on her to the guidance counselor. But
Yeah.
she feels ruined. She feels, I don't even know that she knows the guidance counselor knows yet. She just feels like now the school knows, and now there's this
Hmm.
vicious rumor going around of her
That's
being
right.
this hooker,
Yeah.
and she just runs off upset.
And I
Um,
think if you're the jock in this situation, you just take the L. You just take the loss. You peed your
yeah,
pants. Like,
yeah,
just great. You know she's not going to say anything. Why
yeah,
don't you just not say anything either?
because
I
you're a
assume
bad
things are
guy.
going, yes, I assume things are
Yeah,
going pretty well for you, Mr. Captain of the football team.
correct. Yeah, right. But
No.
so
Yeah.
now this is when the teacher or the counselor goes by her apartment
Goes to
building.
the apartment. And can we talk about what's happening before she shows
Oh,
up?
of course, yeah. So
May and Eyebrows are playing a game. What are they playing? Cards?
I th-
No.
no, I don't know. I don't remember, but they're arguing very intensely about the
Yes.
game.
because she's cheating. And
Mm-hmm.
May's like, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
They're using C words. Like, it's
Yeah.
hilarious, these
Yeah.
two, the way they're talking to one another. I
Yeah.
loved
They're,
it.
I did too. I love their interactions together.
Yep.
And then the counselor is looking for Molly and
Hmm.
specifically Molly's mother.
Yeah.
And they're all like even the landlady's like, no, you can't go up there. No, you can't see them. Like you said, she's like, the mother's an invalid. She's
Yes.
not going to get up to see you.
I
And
love
then
when the
she's like,
counselor's like, why don't you just ring her? Listen, lady, you think this is the Biltmore?
oh, yeah.
There's a lot of real back and forth, and this adorable guidance counselor, it looks like she could have been like a stand-in for one of the Charlie's Angels, is
Oh,
like
yeah.
going sass for sass with this woman,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful. It's one of the
Yeah.
best parts of the whole
Till she
movie.
tops her sass and just says, like, there's so many violations at this place and I could, whatever. So
Yeah.
it's a great
Uh-huh.
line that she puts together.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
just kind of smacking eyebrow lady in the
Hmm.
face and just the eyebrow lady now has no choice. Okay, fine. I'll
Yeah.
take you
She
upstairs.
literally she literally says, listen, fuck face,
Yeah.
to this woman with these
And
insane
it kind of
eyebrows.
comes the fuck face part comes out of nowhere because they're back
Yeah.
and forth with each other, but it's not cursing and spicy, and then
No.
all of a sudden it's fuck face, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this
Oh,
guidance
she's serious.
counselor
Oh, she's
means
getting
something.
into
Yeah.
this place.
Uh-huh.
But what's happening though is May, who was playing the game, hears all this, knows where this is going, and sneaks upstairs into Angel's apartment.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So
Which this
then
doesn't last long. I love it. It's
it
very
lasts
charming and very
5 seconds.
so. May for a moment fakes and pretends, oh, I am her mother. Yes. And but the guidance counselor's great about this. Is like, I'm sure
Yeah.
you're somebody's mother, but you're not Molly's mother. So
Uh-huh.
tell me what's going on. And then they sit and I think she kind of just says like I think May kind of says, I just really care about her. And the guidance counselor's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know, I do too. And they
It's
kind of
so
powwow.
nice. It's
Yeah,
so
they're
nice.
like,
I get,
yeah.
and before the guidance counselor leaves, she's like, what is your name?
Yeah.
And he's like, my name is Marvin. Da 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 da. And I'm like, what a wonderful duo this is.
Yeah.
I really loved this bit of the movie. Before we get back into the
It kind
killing
of
and
brought me
everything.
back into
Yes.
like because there was parts of this movie and where I was like, this is too it's definitely not my it's too heavy and there's
Yeah.
too many
Oh yeah. Yeah.
things that I was
Right.
like and yeah, the May was the funny comic relief part,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but moments like this I was like, oh no, I like this
It's like a
movie.
sleazy
Yeah.
after school special. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something about
Like
this
at times
where
made me feel so uncomfortable and
yes,
yeah.
yeah, and but there are also things about this movie when I was watching. I was like, I feel like I've seen a movie like this,
Of
but just like a
course.
PG
Yeah.
version of it,
Yes, yes.
made for TV or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this takes it, and I think to its credit, sometimes it doesn't shy away from violence and the way the streets really are, let's
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah.
And I think that's nice. But yeah, this moment was really great because now we have to get back to killing because now we see a parade of Hare Krishna
Oh yeah.
walking down the streets. And the cop is outside
Our
watching
new
this.
cop, he's the new
Right.
detective
He's not the
that
lieutenant. He's the
no.
guy who wore his gun into a lineup.
Yep.
And he's, I don't know, whatever. He's on stakeout outside of Angel's apartment.
Right.
And he sees one of the Hare Krishna break off and go inside.
Hmm.
So he follows him in.
And it's not long. We don't even know how it happens. We just hear like a dial tone, like a
Yes.
payphone or some phone somewhere has been
Hmm.
off the hook. And I'm assuming I didn't get a good look, but I'm assuming there's a phone booth in the hallway at the
I guess
hotel
this
or
appears
at
to
the
be like
apartment.
upstairs though
Yeah.
too, because the
Yeah.
camera then has to pan down to Angel's apartment.
But the
yeah,
cop is dead
he's
inside
dead.
there. Yeah.
Hmm.
And we don't know exactly where the killer is right now
Yeah,
for a
can,
moment.
can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
How did the killer find out where Angel lives? Was there something I missed in this movie?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like we don't see a quick scene of him asking around or anything like that, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right, okay. Because I didn't understand how he knew to go to that building,
Apartment.
to go
Hmm.
to that apartment number, but he knows exactly where to go.
Yeah.
But he didn't count on seeing May in there.
And what a great fight. I was really, at first, I was like, is this movie going to end with
That's
May
yeah.
saving the day?
I know. I looked at
Like,
the runtime and I was like, oh no, things aren't gonna work out for
yeah, I don't
me.
know. Yeah, so what a great fight May puts
Oh,
up.
and especially, I mean, it's a great fight after May's hamming it up with him for a little bit
Yeah, yeah,
too, because
yeah.
he pulls off his wig and he's doing a
Yeah.
little dance and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He does a little like, look, I got boobs and they're
Yeah.
real, and the whole thing that's
Yep.
really fun. And even their fight, they tumble over the
Oh, they're
couch.
using the entire
Yeah,
apartment for this fight.
he says at one point, May's like, "You got no hair. Why am I fighting with someone with no hair?" Because he's trying
Yes.
to pull out his bald head. Um, but then, and then, ironically, they go. Uh, Angel's bed is one of those
Yeah.
canopy beds,
Mm-hmm.
and they fall into the bed, and you can't. They're covered by the canopy, so for a moment, I was like,
You don't
he's
know what.
gonna hit, yeah. But the
Yeah.
killer stabs him in the stomach, and I think what's even the next touching moment is now. So the killer, he
Oh,
gets him, and now eyebrows comes up and sees,
I did.
knows.
I did write all this down because
You
it's
did.
great.
Okay, then
Because
go for it.
eyebrows is like cradling May, and I
Yeah.
love May goes, the last thing I'm gonna see in
Yeah.
this world is your ugly
Ugly
face.
face. Yeah.
And eyebrows says to him, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm dying."
Yeah.
And she says, "You can't die. You owe me
Yeah.
$146."
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
sad though because they're crying while they're doing this.
Yeah, they're having a
It's
really
yeah.
nice, funny back and forth. It's both a hilarious and then a very,
Hmm.
very super sad
Yeah.
moment
It's
of.
really sad because
Hmm.
May was my favorite character and May is totally out of this movie now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much more to this movie, but yeah, it was a shame that May had to die.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
I don't
love
know.
that May died. Well, because now this fuels her even more.
Yes,
So,
and the cop.
Aim,
So the cop and Angel show up to this scene,
right.
and the cop doesn't let Angel in.
Well, because
Like
the
stops.
eyebrows is like, you need
Right.
to, she can't see that. Like,
Yes,
she shouldn't see.
exactly.
Oh, and
Yeah.
he makes that request too. May says, don't let Angel see me like this before he dies.
Yeah.
So they're trying not to let her see. And the cop, I think he also sees that his cop friend has died on the way upstairs.
Right. Yes, he
He
does.
notices, so he
It's a
knows
bad
this is
scene.
getting
Yeah.
out of control. He makes, I do love it. Like she's got those like weird fancy phones in her room, and he makes a call to the station on her
A
weird
fancy
fancy.
phone?
Well, like those, I don't know. Yeah, it's like a curly little fancy phone.
Oh, I don't know what it was. I didn't notice.
Oh, well, it's funny.
Okay, it's not a Garfield
Just like
phone.
it's funny, like I had to laugh, but I was like, who is writing these scenes where a man dressed as a woman is fighting a Hare Krishna in a room? Like, what?
You know what's weird? It didn't even dawn on me. I was just in the movie watching it. It didn't dawn on me how silly that whole thing
Yeah,
actually is.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, until you said it, I was like, oh yeah, that was what's happening. That's so
Yeah.
bizarre.
Uh-huh.
But Angel's had enough. She's got a
Yeah.
gun now,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
suddenly nighttime. This all
No,
happened
now
in broad daylight.
she goes and gets eyebrows gun that she
Oh
painted the
yes,
still life
that's what it was.
of.
Yes, right.
Because the eyebrow says to the cop, "You
Yeah.
gotta go, detective, because
Right.
she's got my gun." And it's not, now it
Yeah.
becomes a big running scene where Angel,
There's such a
first Angel
chase.
is walking through the like the streets of Hollywood with her gun, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone's afraid. There's just an angry
Yes.
prostitute walking with a
Right.
gun, and everyone's like, "Get away!"
Yeah.
Right?
And it turns into like it's a great scene because it turns into like at first he's chasing her. The killer's
Yeah.
chasing her until she has a gun and just starts firing and then it turns into her chasing him.
And
Like there's a lot happening.
in her defense, I guess her lessons were brief with the cowboy, but she's got terrible aim.
She's just firing wildly and there's people everywhere. I'm like,
Everywhere.
Angel, what's
Well,
there is a weird scene where it's a quick because she starts to shoot at the killer. The killer jumps in the back of a
of
guy's
a
pickup
truck, yeah.
and then it quickly cuts to this guy throwing this Hare Krishna out of the back of his truck. Angel starts shooting, and the guy who owns the truck's like, "Holy shit!" And he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
runs away. It's very funny.
And then is it then or I don't know when, at some point when she's walking with the gun, he's walking very closely behind her, the killer.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
that's
when the
before all this.
magician is like, look
Yes.
out, look out.
Yep. Because he has a
So
knife.
Yes,
Yeah, the
and
magician sees that big chase scene for a while because now the
yeah.
cop's chasing. The cowboy tries to help her. The cowboy gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
Is not out of commission though.
No.
And
And then
like
when he is shot, the cop comes over to him, to the cowboy,
yeah,
and the cowboy just says, "Go help Angel."
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
he does help Angel because the cop rescues Angel,
Yeah.
and out of nowhere, the cowboy comes back and just blasts this killer dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
20 shots. I don't know how many. And boy, oh boy, this movie, no 5 years later, no Angel's been accepted to Yale,
Mm-mm.
no nothing. It is literally a dead murderer in a gross alley and
And
the
he goes,
three
"What
of
about?"
them walking away.
Well, he has a couple. Well, he not even
Oh,
last lines.
yeah.
He's shot. He's down, and he just goes, "It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts." I think he says it 3 times, and they just look at him. And
Yep.
then you're right. And then again, just like the Hare Krishna fighting the man dressed in drag, now we have a cowboy, a cop, and a hooker walking out of the alleyway
That's
together
right.
while the murderer is dead. And like you
Uh-huh.
said, then that's the end of the
That's it.
movie.
You got to roll credits because we got to
Yeah.
get the avenging
We got
Angel. Like,
nothing more to say about this. Nothing
yeah.
more to say. It's been a rough night. Angel needs her sleep.
She does. She's got school the next
Yeah.
day. She has to explain the gun.
And there
The
it is.
discussion with that guidance counselor the next day. That's going to be something. Yeah, and there it is, Angel. So how did you feel about Angel?
This was definitely one of those movies that I would have never watched in the 80s. Didn't even know that I never knew existed. Where when I pulled it up and looked at it after you said we were watching it, I was like, this is one of those, this is why we will do this podcast forever.
Right.
Because movies like this are out there. Like last week we did The Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Like, wow, what this Angel, I'd never heard of it. It's not a movie. Again, these type of movies in general make me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And I know part of that is because sometimes some of this shit's maybe too real. Like I get it.
sure,
Um,
of course,
but I have no need to watch it again.
right.
But I found it entertaining enough
Yeah.
to watch for the podcast.
Yep.
May was great. Again, the fact that it made me feel uncomfortable, I guess meant they did their job well.
Sure, yes.
And yeah, how about you?
Yeah, I think I feel the exact same way
Yeah.
because it's one of those things where you read the description and when the description
Yeah.
starts with like 15-year-old prostitute,
Yeah,
you're
you're
like,
like,
oh,
oh
no, I
gosh.
don't.
Yeah.
But then you got May, you got
Yeah.
Susan Tyrrell with those eyebrows,
Yeah.
you got an old time actor with a wig and a cowboy hat on. Like it's
And
just so strange.
And oddly enough, you have some of these like sexual, like the you have the cheerleader boobs,
Sure,
but you
yeah.
didn't have any inappropriate 15-year-old sex, so you had
Right.
enough,
Mm-hmm.
and you had like creepy killer, but you didn't have to see, yeah.
Right. No,
And again, the characters
horrific,
sprinkled
yeah.
in there
Yeah,
just
the
made it
horrific
like
sex and violence is implied enough for you to be
Right.
like, oh, this is serious.
yes,
But no, you don't see anything that is all that objectionable. I do think we did gloss over the scene. I know we talked about it, but when he is scrubbing himself while standing in
Oh,
a bucket, 'cause
such a
he is
hard scrub,
covered in
yeah,
blood.
yeah,
So yeah,
bloody
it's kind of
murders.
disturbing, but
Yeah.
Angel, better than I thought. Better than I thought it was going to be. So, oh man. Oh, do you have a recommendation?
Yeah, it's a movie I haven't seen.
Is it
because
Angel? Is it the second one?
It's the second one. It's the third one actually, because she does get a redemption. No, I haven't seen it because again, these are not necessarily my type of movies, but I do know the performances of Charlize Theron is excellent, and
Okay.
it's sort of along the same lines. That movie Monster,
Oh, I saw that.
if you did,
Yeah.
is it excellent? Great? Is it? It
It's-
sounds. It seems really heavy.
Yeah.
But it seems like she plays a good
Mhm.
role, and she is a prostitute who is a killer. Then,
Yes.
so, yes,
Yeah, I am a while I can watch movies like Angel and not be really bothered by it, when I know things are real, like that bothers me. Like I am
Oh,
not
yeah.
I understand that true crime podcasts are all the rage and people
Yeah.
love them. Those bother me way too much. I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like those shows that are about real horrific crimes and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. The performances are very good in the movie. It's just one of those things where I was just turned off because I'm like, oh no, this is real and I don't like it. I don't like hearing about this. Yeah, so I would say if you're into that, people should go check that out.
Okay.
My recommendation is the movie Maxine from 2024.
Oh.
I know that these aren't the types of movies that you saw, but it's a trilogy of movies by Ty West.
Okay.
Starring Mia Goth.
Oh, I know the Mia Goth. Yeah.
You know the Mia Goth. Yes. Yeah, the first one was called X, and then the second one was called Pearl, and this is the third one, Maxine.
Okay.
And they're all related. But this one, I didn't really enjoy it the first time I saw it, but then I had to go on a podcast and talk about all three of these, so I rewatched them, and it's really good. It's probably my favorite of the three now. But all it is a slicker, more modern Angel. It's kind of just this movie, but with like legit people behind the camera, and it does take place in the 80s. It really is. It's just about a prostitute, and there's a killer killing prostitutes, and she's got to kill this guy.
All right.
So it's really good. So I would check it out. It's Maxine with 3 X's.
Ooh, sexy.
That's right.
Sexy.
Yes. And with Mia Goth and Kevin Bacon, how can it get?
Oh boy.
How can it not be sexy?
So sexy.
So, we're continuing with recommendations from our audience. After something that was, I'm going to say, pretty heavy, like Angel, I thought we could use a laugh, but I did not expect Angel to be as funny as it was. But still, our next one is, I know it has been on our short list for a very, very long time. It is going to be Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, okay.
With Gina Davis, we got Jeff Goldblum, Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, Julie Brown, not Downtown Julie Brown, but the other one.
Gotcha.
I've never seen it.
I'm excited. Me neither.
So that's going to be our next movie. Everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for recommending the show. Thank you for reaching out. People do reach out and send messages and ask questions. I genuinely appreciate it. Please do so.
I'm just kidding.
Don't send anything to Jamie. Yeah, I just got an email from another podcast this week that listened to us or just discovered us and stuff. And they said that they really loved our Sly Stallone stuff. And I will find out the name of that podcast so I can actually give them credit for the next episode.
Fair enough.
But everybody, we will talk to you again in 2 weeks. Until then, everybody, have a great 2 weeks.
We bid you adieu.